The oldest one, Mary Lou Doge, and her husband, Henry Baxter, with the glasses in the back of his head there. That's Henry, her husband.
I have worked hard all my life. I have managed to do the right things. I have managed to be very successful. And now I say, for what purpose? Hello, my name is Henry Baxter, B-A-X-T-E-R. Junior was originally it because I was named after my father. I was born October 1st, 1936, and if you're watching this anytime near that date, you're welcome to send me a birthday cake. I was just a kid growing up in Parkville. I remember the Second World War when it started. I remember ducking down on the ground. All of us kids would see an airplane come over, and we had seen in the movies how all the soldiers would drop to the ground so they wouldn't get shot by the airplane. And since we didn't know anything more than that, when the airplane would come by, it wouldn't matter whose it was. We would drop to the ground and make out we were soldiers. After I got thrown out of college after 2 years, I had to do something, so I interviewed at a place called Firestone Stores, and I got hired. And then I guess I just decided I needed to go somewhere else. And I had an opportunity to go with General Motors. After a while, I decided I didn't like that. I didn't want to live up in Binghamton, New York. And so Mary Lou and I moved back to Baltimore, and I got a connection with State Farm Insurance Company as an agent for State Farm. I started off in a basement of my house with a rate book and applications and no clients. So it was up to me to build clients, and all I could do was cold call and call people that I knew who might be interested in switching to State Farm. And that's what I did. It took me several years, but I built that from zero to about 2,000 policyholders. And then I retired. We wound up with a condo here in Bel Air, Maryland. Mary Lou wound up with problems with Alzheimer's. I noticed that she was having a problem remembering things, and then the next thing was she began to become incontinent. I would say probably this is the worst place to be. Not this particular one, but any of them. If you're alive and well and mobile, there's nothing to do except eat 3 meals a day. They do provide entertainment once in a while. A guy comes in and plays the piano, or somebody plays the banjo or something, but that's basically it. I have no real life here, and I have no purpose to life. My self-respect is still here, but as far as any dignity, I don't have any. I don't even have a purpose in life, really, because there's nothing I can do for my wife, Mary Lou, who's laying on the bed, asleep, and when someone comes in to feed her, they will feed her, and I will sit here, and I'll have my dinner over here on my side of the room, and I'll eat by myself, and that's it. And then eventually tonight I'll go to sleep, and then oh my golly, the next day I'll wake up and start all over again with a big nothing day. I felt like I was living the American dream with the different jobs I had because I was successful at all of them. I did manage to make a large amount of money, which we still have. So as far as the American dream, which is basically becoming financially comfortable, and we certainly are that, I did accomplish that. But as far as having an ordinary life and plans and so on, I don't. Number one, I would be going on a cruise or something else with Mary Lou, but I can't do that because she can't go. And the other thing is I could run up to the store and talk to the girls at the store, but I can't do that because I don't have a car anymore. One of the things that I have been able to do was a case, because I've been a Bible teacher for 40 years or so. I know a lot of Hebrew words, Greek words. I know how to look them up, tell people what the words really mean. I was just beginning to learn to write Hebrew in the Hebrew letters when I had to stop teaching because I couldn't get out of the house in time in the morning to get to church because Mary Lou was moving so slowly. So I wound up having to give up my class. But every once in a while, one of the server girls in here will say something, and I'll get into a Bible conversation with them, and I'll teach them things. So I have been doing that, and that kind of gives me a little purpose. But it isn't like it happens every day or at set times. It's whenever they'll occasionally say something, and I'll pick up on it from there. That's the life that's in these kinds of places. Now, if you can be like a hermit and live like a hermit, this won't ever bother you. But if you're at all outgoing, if you're at all a people person, as I certainly am, this is a great, great disappointment.